it felt like Detroit showed out last night. The crowd was loud. The city looked beautiful. The stadium looked beautiful. It was Lomas Brown night down there. Did Joe and Troy, did they have a good time?
They did. They loved it. And all they kept showing and was talking about was the last Lion playoff win against Troy Aikman's Cowboys.
Right.
And Troy's like, look, I can't wait for this team just to win another playoff game so they don't have to talk about that game anymore. But they were loving. They said the crowd was so loud. You couldn't hear Lisa Salters on the sideline when Joe was throwing to her. It was so loud. You guys, we all showed out last night. Great stuff. I got to hold up the third down sign. One of my section had the third down sign thing. We had the light bracelets on. The place looked phenomenal. And hats off. Lions, you did it. You didn't play your best game, but you did it.
And they did get the win, but like you said, it was the atmosphere, it was the environment. When networks like you, when commentators like you, it looks a little different. Like the POVs, the point of views that they did in terms of downtown Detroit, they weren't unflattering like they usually are, showing areas where you're like, come on, that's not even where the stadium is.
Right.
They were focused on downtown Detroit, right in the areas that which we're talking about. And then Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, who you both know I'm not too keen on, I don't necessarily like, they did a hellified job, and it's very different than doing these games 2-3 years ago. Like, they really showed energy for the team. Dan Campbell, the fans, they were great on TV. It was great to see for the Lions.
Right, being at the stadium, did you notice, like, the extra cameraman, the guy on the truck?
It was right in front of me.
Right in front. He was all over the place.
Right in front of me.
And the one that hangs on the
zip line.
It looks so damn low to me.
I couldn't believe that camera.
Yeah.
That goes almost
It's amazing.
in the huddle.
Yeah.
Can I say something about the atmosphere of the crowd?
You know the thing for that. That's the XFL.
Yeah, right.
You're right.
XFL came up with a lot of the innovations that the NFL employs now, the XFL came up with first.
Yep.
But just an observation about the crowd. I thought one of the biggest moments in the game was the coin toss, believe it or not. And hear me out on this.
Okay.
So this building is ready to explode. You want that. You're a Monday Night Football. You get into your seat. You hear that national anthem. Joe and Troy are up there in the booth. And then you lose the coin toss. And so you go on offense.
Yeah.
And then on offense, the big blue screens, quiet while offense is at work.
Right.
So when everybody's amped up coming into the stadium, the Lions get the ball first. They go on a 14-play drive for 7 minutes and 9 seconds and are quiet the entire first half of the first quarter. I thought that was like an incredible kind of
I didn't even think of that.
An incredible thing to kind of see early, because then they kick the field goal, so you're not like that amped up after a field goal.
You can't hear the song. There's no song after a field goal. No fight song.
And then you get the ball, and finally, at like the 7-minute mark of the first quarter, you finally get to ramp up. So really, it's a 30-minute wait for you to have to be quiet.
Good point.
Before that building could ramp up. And I thought it was loud, but I did not think it was as loud as I have ever heard before.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.